So I've started work on the simulation aspects of the game, and the first step to that is power. There's now a little power icon up here, and I will quickly show how that works. So I'm going to start by adding some power lines here. There's also a coal power plant, nuclear, solar and wind. I've only done the graphics for coal so far, so it's pretty basic as you'll see. So viewers will have to follow when I've done the graphics, but I'll put a power line down. And power lines are like roads, in that they kind of join in these interesting ways. It's pulsing slightly to show there's no power. I'll probably make that a little bit more obvious as I get further into it. It's a bit subtle at the moment. But another thing I wanted to show was there's also now this overlays icon here, and you can show power zones and turn buildings on and off. If you turn a building off, the power line, although it's not a zone in the sort of typical sense, it just shows the sort of power zone colour, which we'll see again in a minute, so you can see it's there even with the buildings off. If I then go to the sort of power view, put that on, you can see it's gone dark orange, which is to indicate there's no power there. So I'm now going to just add I'm going to add in a power station, so add the coal power station. I'll put it just a little bit away from it and we'll connect it to it, so still dark orange. And then if I now connect it up, it goes light orange to show there's power flowing through it. If I just go to the zones view a sec, I'll put a zone of housing down here, and go back to power view. That's dark orange, and it's dark orange because you need a building for power to flow through. And then another thing that's just worth quickly showing is you can have multiple power stations connected to the same grid. So if I just drop another power station on and connect it up, let's get it connected yet. Okay, so you can have multiple power stations connected up to the same grid, and the sort of power flows through. So it kind of consolidates all that and figures out how far the power can reach. And if you run out, you get the dark orange, or if it's not connected, you get the dark orange. To do that, I scratched my head for a while as to how to make that work, and in the end I decided it was basically a flood fill, or a variant of a flood fill, and I kind of implemented that with the scan line fill algorithm, which is fairly efficient. So yeah, essentially does a flood fill the power grid and tracks a few things as it goes, and that's it. Next up really is to start doing the sort of supply-demand cycle that drives growth and decline. So that's next on my agenda. And that's it for this update.